And in the commandments, Rabbi, before I go to that, I'd like to ask you, are you familiar with Jeffrey Dahmer?
I've heard of the individual. He was some sort of a murderer, a
Mass
sick mind,
murderer
yeah.
who ate the victims that he murdered. And John Wayne Gacy, another mass murderer who ate the victims.
And I don't recall any of those individuals.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about Dahmer. Horrible, I guess one can say, animals.
You know, I feel that I must say this.
Yes.
I've heard this so many times that they've been referred to as animals, and I feel that that's too good a term to use for these people because animals are nice.
Well,
and demons are not. Now, I would consider them demonic people.
Well, quite probable and possible. Every human being has the image of God in them. So it said, God created humanity in his image, so to say. But when we allow the evil and potential in us to rule us, then we basically become animalistic and demonic, if you want to call it that. And
I think to call one of these people an animal is to compliment them.
Be that as it may be, animals are just part of God's creation, and they have the ability to better the creation, and they also have the ability to be ferocious and carnivorous and tear apart. Certain animals have that
Yeah, but in order to
power.
survive, though.
Yeah.
In order to live.
Yes.
In order to...
Yes, they were given a certain nature, which is a ferocious nature, and that is their abilities.
But they don't murder.
No.
Animals don't murder.
No.
There may be exceptions to the rule, as there are in every rule, but animals don't murder. But demons do. Angels don't murder.
Well, let me respond to that.
Okay.
That's
Thank you.
very all-inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
There are good angels and there are bad angels.
Uh-oh.
And when we do good deeds, we create good angels. And God created good angels and also created the angels to do his negative bidding, the punishing aspects. We find that in the story of Abraham and Lot and the angels, one angel that came to heal Abraham and one angel that came to destroy the city of Sodom and Gomorrah, which was destructive in nature. So we need to be careful on how we use the terms angels and demons. There are the forces of good and the forces of evil. And they are there and they struggle between themselves in order to overcome one another. God created it that way. And it is our duty as human beings to utilize the forces that are given to us, that are created within us in our physical bodies, to serve God and to make a better world.
You know, you make a wonderful argument for turning your other cheek, which, by the way, is supposed to be a Christian thing.
That's not a Jewish concept.
I know. But that's a wonderful argument to back that up.
Well, if one allows evil to go unpunished, we create fertile ground for more evil. And God doesn't want that.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
So we have to help eradicate evil, control it, and subjugate it so that it becomes a tool for good.
Right.
That's called the concept of harnessing the energies that are there to serve God.
Okay, now, Rabbi, the Ten Commandments, were they written in stone by God's finger, as we have so often heard?
Yes. Now, God is not a physical being. He's not a he, he's not a she.
Right.
God is all-inclusive.
I agree with that.
And God doesn't, so to say, have a finger.
Right. I agree
Because
with
then
that.
he'd be a physical being.
Right.
But in order for us, human beings, to understand concepts of God. The Torah uses adjectives that are comprehensible to us. For instance, God took us, the Jewish people, out of Egypt with a strong right arm. What do you mean God has this 10-mile bicep that he's able to? No. But the strength is found in the right arm more than in the left by most. So therefore, when it says God wrote with his finger, yes, it is an adjective that we can comprehend, but it does not mean that God has a finger.
Right.